You've heard the saying that everything in a thrift store has a story, but when you found that old coat, you never expected the story to find you and drag you into its darkest chapter. It starts innocently enough, a casual trip to the thrift store, sifting through racks of forgotten garments. Your fingers pause on an old, worn coat. There's something about it that draws you in. It's heavier than you expect, the fabric rough and faintly musty, carrying a smell you can't quite place. The cashier hesitates as they ring it up, their expression shifting to something unreadable. "Hope it fits," they mutter, their tone almost uneasy. That night, you toss the coat over a chair in your bedroom, but as you're getting ready for bed, you decide to try it on again, just to break it in. You fall asleep wearing it, and that's when the dreams begin. The first dream feels so real, more vivid than anything you've ever experienced. You're walking down a dark street you don't recognize. The air is cold, and your breath fogs in front of you, but the coat keeps you warm. The street is eerily quiet except for the faintest whispers carried on the wind. At first, you can't make out the words, but as you walk, they grow louder. They're not just whispers, they're cries for help. Then you feel it, a hand on your shoulder. You spin around, heart pounding, but wake up before you can see who or what it was. You laugh it off the next morning, brushing it aside as a strange nightmare. But the next night, it happens again. The dream picks up where it left off. You're on the same street, but this time you're running. There's something behind you, something chasing you. The fear is primal, gripping your chest so tightly it's hard to breathe. And then, just like before, the hand grabs you, harder this time, and a voice hisses in your ear. "It's not yours." You jolt awake, drenched in sweat. The coat is still on the chair, but it looks different now, heavier, darker, as if it's watching you. Each night, the dreams intensify. They're no longer just fragments of a nightmare. They're memories, but not yours. You see flashes of a life you've never lived. Meals at a small kitchen table, walking a dog in a park, laughing with friends. These moments are peaceful, almost comforting, but then the scenes turn dark. You feel the sting of an argument, the raw ache of betrayal. You're cornered, terrified, desperate to escape. And then it happens. The crushing weight of hands around your throat, the struggle, the gasping for air as the world goes black. Every night, you wake up at the same moment, the instant of their death. You can't keep the coat anymore. You try to throw it away, stuffing it deep into a trash bag. But when you wake up, it's back, hanging neatly in your closet. You burn it in the backyard, watching the flames consume it, only to find it folded at the foot of your bed the next morning. You even take it back to the thrift store, but the cashier won't look at you. Their voice is low and trembling when they say, "It belongs to you now." The nightmares start bleeding into your waking life. You hear whispers when no one's around. Shadows move just beyond your vision. Mirrors reflect a face that isn't yours, a face bruised, broken, lifeless. One night, you wake to find yourself standing in front of your bedroom mirror, the coat wrapped tightly around your body. Tears stream down your face, but you don't remember putting it on. Desperate for answers, you examine the coat and discover a small tear in the lining. Inside, you find a crumpled slip of paper, a dry cleaning receipt with a name and an address. You track it down, determined to find the truth. The name belongs to a woman who was reported missing 5 years ago. Her body was never found. But you know where she is. You've seen it in your dreams, a shallow grave beneath a twisted, gnarled tree in a wooded area. The dreams guide you there, and when you arrive, the coat feels heavier than ever, like it's pulling you to the spot. You dig with trembling hands, the whispers growing louder, more desperate. Finally, your fingers scrape against something solid, a skull tangled in the roots of the tree. The whispers stop, replaced by a single, chilling voice. Thank you. You leave the coat there, burying it with her remains, and return home, thinking it's over. But the next morning, you wake to find it draped across your bed. This time, it's not empty.